My sister-in-law forbid me from appearing in the family vacation photos that I paid for, but I left the bills unpaid, and now she's ruined. I was treated like an outsider on a family trip I paid for, but she ended up paying the ultimate price. I never thought I'd be writing this from a hotel room in Miami, but here I am, watching the sunset alone while the rest of the family enjoys themselves without me. The irony? I paid for every single thing on this trip. It all started when I decided to organize a vacation for my wife, her parents, and against my better judgment, her sister, Laura. My name is Daniel. I'm 47 and I work hard. My wife, Julia, is 42. We both have stable, well-paying jobs, and we live a life we chose. No kids, just experiences. That's always been our thing. Every year, we make a point of taking Julia's parents on a special trip. Her father, a kind and generous man, has been ill. Her mother can't travel alone with him, so we handle it. This year, he made one heartfelt request to go back to Miami, where he and his wife honeymooned. He told us it might be his last big trip. How could we say no? That's when Laura came into the picture. She's 38, a single mother of 3 school-age kids, and hasn't been able to afford a real vacation in years. This time, she directly asked to join us. I agreed, not out of obligation, but because I thought maybe she needed it. I paid for everything. Flights, hotel, luxury suites. I just wanted it to be a good memory. I had no idea she'd turn it into a personal nightmare. From the moment we landed, Laura began doing everything she could to erase me. The first photo of the trip, she turned to me and said, "Could you take this for us? Just the 4 of us. Family." At first, I swallowed it. Maybe she just wanted a picture of the original family unit, but it became a pattern. Every scenic spot, every beautiful moment, same thing. Just us. Original family. Girls only. Guess who was always behind the camera? Me. Julia tried to include me. Her parents did too, but Laura would always find a way to push me out. Her social media posts? It looked like I wasn't even on the trip. There was this one dinner, an upscale seafood restaurant with a perfect ocean view. I had booked it days in advance. When we arrived, Laura quickly sat next to Julia. The parents took the best seats, and I was left crammed by the waitstaff station with no view. When I tried joining the conversation, she'd shift the topic. Childhood memories, school stories, inside jokes I couldn't be part of. Julia and her parents tried giving context to include me, but Laura would just bulldoze through. By dessert, I was a ghost. Then came the spa day, my gift to everyone. Private suites for Julia and me, one for the parents, one for Laura. But Julia's dad wasn't feeling well that morning. Instead of adjusting plans, Laura took the chance to strike again. "Wouldn't it be nice for just us girls to go? You should stay and keep Dad company," she said sweetly. I told myself I wouldn't let it get to me, but inside I was boiling. I had become an afterthought on a trip I paid for, and in that moment I decided if she was going to treat me like I didn't exist, then she could pay for her own luxury. On the last day, I asked Julia and her parents to head to the airport first. I told them I'd ride with Laura. She didn't suspect a thing. I went to the front desk and asked to separate the bills by suite. I paid for mine. I paid for Julia's parents. But Laura's, I left it to her. Everything. The spa, the minibar, room service, her entire royal treatment. The manager called her down. She came smiling until she saw the bill. "You're not going to pay this?" she asked, visibly shaken. "I've already paid for my family," I replied. She tried her card, declined. Another. Nothing. She started sweating, throwing desperate glances around. I sat on the lobby couch and just watched. It was almost poetic. In the end, she called her husband, who was not happy to bail her out. He paid the bill, and that was only the beginning of her downfall. For the flight home, I upgraded Julia, her parents, and myself to business class. Laura, coach. She walked past us in bitter silence, and when we landed, she ran to her parents, trying to paint me as the villain, said I humiliated her, that I used money to control her, that I was cruel, but her parents had seen everything. Her mother looked at her and said, Laura, enough. We saw how you excluded him. Now face the consequences. Laura snapped, called me manipulative, told Julia she was blind for siding with me, accused me of being the kind of man who would cheat and trap her with money. But for the first time, Julia's father, tired, sick, looked Laura in the eye and said, Your brother-in-law has done more for you than you deserve. If you can't appreciate that, just be quiet. We left her at the airport. She was too proud to ride with us. Maybe she took a taxi. I hope it was expensive. Back home, Julia and I avoided talking about it until she finally broke the silence. Laura's husband was furious, demanded every cent back, and when she couldn't pay, things began to fall apart. Eventually, they divorced. She moved in with a friend. Her own parents refused to take her in. The truth was finally out. Laura didn't want family. She wanted a lifestyle, a luxury she couldn't afford. The most unexpected part? Her ex-husband, the same one she embarrassed, now works at my company. I offered him a job. The man works hard, takes care of his kids, and never once blamed me. He deserved better. And now he has it. And Laura? She lost everything. Her marriage, her image, her support system, all because she couldn't simply acknowledge that she was wrong and say, I'm sorry. Oh, and Julia's father. He passed away a few weeks after the trip. Turns out he was right. That was his last vacation. I'm grateful every day that I didn't cause drama on that trip, because even though I was sidelined, I was there. He knew I cared. He treated me like a son, and I'll never forget that. In the end, it's not about the money. It's about respect. And if someone refuses to treat you like family while you're doing everything to include them, maybe, just maybe, they deserve to learn the hard way.